Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At LifeCare Medical Center, it's our honor and privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations, caring for our communities, caring close to home. LifeCare Medical Center.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer. Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At LifeCare Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, LifeCare is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose LifeCare Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Gardens Arena. I think we got things set and ready to go for our second game of our high school hockey doubleheader here. It's Warroad and Hermantown in boys hockey here in our second game of our doubleheader. Again, if you missed it a little bit earlier on, it was Warroad defeating Fergus Falls 5-1 in girls hockey. And if you did miss the game, maybe later on in the afternoon and into the weekend or whatever the case may be, go on to YouTube, check out Your Live Event, and search Warroad Hockey. You'll find out you can watch the game from then again if you wanted to watch it over. So the Warriors with the win in girls hockey. Warrior boys set to take on Hermantown, two of the top 5 teams in Class A in boys high school hockey, doing it, going at it here at the Gardens Arena. And it's been Warroad show last couple of seasons, and Hermantown looks to come into Warroad and trying to rectify that.
Yeah, this afternoon we've got a clash of two titans of northern Minnesota hockey teams between the Warroad Warriors and the Hermantown Hawks. You know, they even had some adversity getting over here with blowing a tire on the bus. Thankfully, everybody was okay. They're able to get that repaired, that we can even keep this afternoon's game on time. But they didn't go through all of that just to come up here and let the Warriors walk all over them. The last two times these teams have seen each other, the Warriors have come through victorious.
As the Warriors and the Otters warming up here. Again, Fergus Falls coming into the game with a record of 8-4-3. They've tied 3 times this season. Warriors come again 10-3-1. They're on a bit of a hot streak here as they come into game number 15 on the regular season. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more on our pregame here of game 2 of our high school hockey doubleheader on KQ92 and your live event.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
All right, welcome back on KQ92 and your live event. It's all right. On your live event and also at KQ92 and KQ92.com. It's going to be Warroad and Hermantown and boys high school hockey. And as Kyle and I have mentioned on a couple of occasions, two of the best in Class A, and a great goaltender matchup for Hermantown. It'll be the junior Bryce Francisco. He's played the majority of the minutes for Hermantown, and goals against average of under 2, almost 1 per game. And I think he's got all 8. If he doesn't, he's got pretty much a majority of the wins here for Hermantown on the season.
Yeah, the key to success when you get to be at this level is good goaltending, good team playing all around, being able to support the play both for defensemen and forwards. And Francisco's been able to do that for the Hawks. It is going to be challenges tonight. We have a nice large rink here at the Gardens Arena in Hockeytown, USA, Warroad, Minnesota. It's an Olympic-sized sheet, so he might not be used to some of the angles that he is back home.
Yeah, that definitely is something that every visiting team, that's one of the intangibles that happens when you play up here at the Gardens Arena. Of course, it's the Olympic-sized sheet. On the other side, as far as goaltending goes, it will be Patrick Kennedy. You mentioned something earlier. We were talking during one of the breaks in the girls' game. You mentioned some of the fact that Warroad is going with Patrick Kennedy back to back. Nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong there. Let's get that straight right away. But you mentioned something interesting as far as that goes, and the fact that, maybe, if we go with a guy, and we talked about this too, if we start going with a guy, maybe we can kind of get this goaltender situation figured out.
Yeah, not a problem. Bad problem to have. You have Patrick Kennedy getting the nod tonight. He's been helping his team win, as is Finn Hansen.
Yeah,
they've both showed up in big moments, shutting down open breaks. Johnny on the spot rebounds. They're doing everything they can to keep the puck out of the net. When you have two goalies pushing each other like they do each game and each practice, it helps you come back on top with staying in the win column this year.
Yeah, they both lend their own special aspects as far as being a goaltender. Of course, Patrick Kennedy, the upperclassman and whatnot, and Finn Hansen, a sophomore, and coming off a fantastic Bantam season last year for Warroad, and leading them to state and whatnot. And so, I mean, he comes from winning, which, when you play hockey in Warroad, this probably as well as anybody that, winning kind of breeds winning when you come up through the Warrior Youth Program, and if you eventually make it up to the JV and the varsity program, it's something that gets ingrained into you.
And I think about all the shinny hockey that we play, all the open hockey, the ice time that we get. And when you get moments like that, you get creative with the puck. You do things you might not do during a practice in a game. And I never thought about being a goaltender at one of those open hockeys and you're playing shinny and all the opportunities that you get. There's just open break after screen after tip-ins, and everybody trying new things to find new ways to score. And it then making goalies that much better when it gets to be more structured during varsity hockey games.
Big week for Warrior hockey this week. Of course, the win over Roseau on Tuesday, 2-1. So they pick up a win over their rivals, the first rivalry game of the season for the Warriors and the Rams. Of course, they'll play again in Roseau later on in the month. Then getting a nice section win against Crookston on I think it was Thursday this week, if I'm not mistaken. And coming in on a bit of a roll, a bit of a winning streak. The Warriors are.
Yeah, the holiday tournament really set the mark for the rest of the year. Certain things starting to come together. They're finding the chemistry they need. They're finding the line matchups that seem to be working for them, and they're playing great hockey at both ends of the rink. Complete team effort, and like I said, their wins have been piling up since the first of the year.
Man, oh man, if their power play can convert the same way they did on Thursday night, this could be an interesting game if they get that many chances, with an odd man.
Yeah, having that skater advantage, and with how well that power play unit can move the puck tape to tape, it results in quality scoring opportunities. And as we get deeper into the season, those opportunities are resulting in goals.
Talking with it's John Michael here, along with Kyle Cron on KQ92 and at your live event. And you got to wonder, you saw it a little bit on Tuesday. There was it was very guarded. Maybe that's that's not the word. Kind of a guarded first maybe 10 minutes. No one really wanting to make a mistake. No one really wanting to make the play right away. And I got to believe with teams of this caliber and and the stage that they're on here this afternoon, you got to believe that I don't know if it's going to go that long. But you got to believe that there's going to be a little bit of that, kind of figuring in to start out.
With all well both these teams can skate and all the work they put in during practice, I could see the Hawks trying to take advantage of having a little bit more open ice to move around to create plays. And if the Warriors are going to be able to respond to the challenge and the task at hand this afternoon, they're going to have to play physical hockey at both ends of the rink.
We are going to take a break. We'll be back with more on the pregame. It's high school boys hockey, Warroad and Hermantown on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At LifeCare Medical Center, it's our honor and privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations, caring for our communities, caring close to home. LifeCare Medical Center.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer. Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back. Here's the starting lineups for Warroad being announced here at the Gardens Arena. And we do have one change. We thought that it was going to be Patrick Kennedy, but it is indeed going to be Finn Hansen starting in the nets for. It's still, that's not a bad thing. We're not saying that that's a bad thing. We just we were given the information that it was going to be one over the other, but it's going to be the sophomore nets, and that's a good thing.
Some of these opportunities are game time decisions. Either way, though, both goaltenders have been able to find ways to help their teams win.
Again, our ceremonial puck drop here. It's going to be Les Sandy, long time, 96 years old, 96 years young, let's say. He is a survivor of the boarding schools that we have been talking about as far as the Truth and Reconciliation event. He is going to be dropping the first puck. He's being escorted. I think that's Kaya Sandy down there as well. And Les Sandy, I think, is Grandpa Les is going to be dropping that first puck. And just again, we've talked about this on many occasions here this afternoon. This it's more than a hockey game, and this is really bringing it full circle when you've got a survivor of what we're remembering today, dropping the doing the ceremonial puck drop.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful opportunity that sports create in all communities, both far and wide, to bridge differences, to find common ground, and to remember where we came from, but also where we are and where we want to go with the rich history that we have here in Warroad, Minnesota, and lots of respect too with wearing that crest, the Warroad Warrior head on the front of our jerseys. It's a sense of pride that every player, both boys and girls, feels like when they put on the black and gold.
You, like I said, if you've ever been at the Gardens Arena and watched a Warrior hockey game, chances are you've seen the gentleman that is going to be coming out. And as a matter of fact, he's coming out right now, being escorted out to the center ice area as he will do the ceremonial puck drop. It's Thomas Grappentine out there. And for Hermantown, it's River Freeman. Again, Les Sandy doing the ceremonial puck drop here. There you go. Getting a huge hand from both sides, the Warriors side and the Hermantown side that we're sitting on. Again, Les Sandy doing the ceremonial puck drop. We'll take a quick 30-second break and we'll be back with the start of today's game right after this.
Brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, we are just about ready to get underway. We had the ceremonial puck drop. Again, the national anthem was played before the first game, so we're about ready to get underway as both teams will be gathering around their respective netminders. The Warriors will gather around Finn Hansen, who's getting the start tonight. And again, the Hermantown Hawks, they'll go with the junior, Bryce Francisco. Goals against average about 1.3 on the season, and a save percent in the 90s. And he has had the majority of the wins here for Hermantown as they come into this game with a record of 8-4-3. What is it, Kyle?
The Warrior jerseys, they look really sharp this afternoon. We were talking about the Truth and Reconciliation and those orange trimmed what we're wearing in honor that the girls team had on earlier. Also the Warriors, the boys team, as well as they're getting ready to face their Hermantown Hawks. It's just a nice tradition and how sharp those jerseys look.
So we have we got a matchup of two of the top teams in Class A, Minnesota Class A boys hockey, about ready to go at it here at the Gardens Arena. And it'll be a Warroad and a Hermantown Hawks. Hawks defending Section 7A champions. The Warriors defending Section 8A champions. The Hawks with their Navy uniforms and the 4 stars across the back with the number of state championships that the Hawks have won. Warriors, of course, in their Truth and Reconciliation jerseys, the orange, gold, black, and on top of white. And here we go. We're underway here at the Gardens Arena. Sent back in now. Play at the Hermantown end. Warriors keeping a hold in the zone here momentarily. Tipped up ahead now. It's going to be pushed up ahead here by the Hawks. They gain the Warriors zone. Tipped around the far side now, battling over there. Sam Hard trying to dig it free. Sam Hard over there now. It's going to be Taven James. He's battling over there with Bradford Skidda for Hermantown. Play on this side now. The Hawks trying to keep it from getting into the zone. They gets into the Hermantown end now as they try and break it out. Nice job there at the blue line over on the far side by the Warriors as the Hawks sent the puck back in their own end. Lead pass up ahead now to Brantford Skidda. It's going to be sent wide of the net now. Play coming over here along the near wall. Just underway here, first period. Warroad and Hermantown of boys hockey here at the Gardens Arena. Play out in front of the player bench area now. It's going to be tipped in here by Bodie Medill for Hermantown. Now the Warriors with it. They skate it back the other way. Backhanded in now. It goes behind the net of Francisco. The Bryce Francisco, the Hermantown netminder. Pass back, drop pass. That one didn't quite connect. It's going to be swatted into the zone there. Kyler Berg here now for Hermantown. Minute 20 in. Warriors trying to break out here. Tipped up ahead here now. Wyatt Henham. Henham setting it up and getting it into the Warrior end. Now he gets tied up here along the far wall. Sent back behind the net. Got it up here there by Hermantown's Caden Mannion. Play over here along the near side back toward the middle. Gathered in here is Ryan Chamernick now. Chamernick bringing it across. And just offside by maybe a stride and a half. But offside nonetheless. We'll bring a faceoff just outside the Hermantown blue line. Over in the far faceoff dot. 1:42 into the opening period. Scoreless game. Neither team registering a shot on goal as of yet. Chamernick on the draw. Gets it over here on the far side. Dumped down low here by Warroad. Dumped in there. Dumped into the zone here by the Warriors. The Hawks trying to clear. They do so. Lead pass up ahead a little bit too far for Bo Christie. Comes back after it now, and he sends it lower into the zone. Back behind Finn Hansen. 2 minutes into the opening period. Set up here along the near side. Play up here along the wall, right in front of the Warrior player bench area now. Also getting in there is Micklin Marteluk here for Hermantown. Gathered up here now by the Hawks, and it's going to be backhanded into the Hawk zone here by Warroad. Backhanded in there by Grayson Bento. 2.5 into the opening period here. No scoreless game. Gathered up here by Bo Christie. As he sends it up to neutralize Taven James, able to knock that one down. He'll skate it back the other way. On him is Henry Peterson over there. Warriors with it now. The pass over to Hendrickson. That didn't quite connect. Knocked away there by Taven James as he keeps it in the Hermantown end. Play going back behind the net. Play over here along the near corner. 3 minutes into the opening period now. Back behind the net. James centers it out in front. The shot and the save made by Francisco. So the Warriors get the first shot in. Broden Huntfed with a big boomer from the blue line. That one goes wide of the net. And the Warriors can't hold the zone, and it's going to go all the way back into the Warriors zone.
Casey Hendrickson right in the slot there with a prime opportunity, getting all of that one, but still not enough to get past Bryce Francisco as he turned away that prime opportunity for the Warriors.
So the Warriors with the first 2 shots of the hockey game. Face off in the Hermantown end out to the left of Bryce Francisco. Gathered in there by Gabriel Swenson. He sends it up to center ice. It's knocked down here by Warroad, knocked out of there, and it's going to be tipped back into the zone there by Ryan Shoggaby, taken up here by Swenson as he sends it back the other way for Hermantown. Hawks able to gain the Warrior zone. Now it's going to be broken up there by Mason Reed over here in the far corner. Play up here along the side. That's going to be Shoggaby with it now. It's going to be kicked into the neutral zone. Gathered in here now by Gabriel Swenson here for Hermantown, and it's sent back into the Warrior zone. A rolling puck controlled there by Mason Reed. Up ahead to Shoggaby. Up ahead further, a little too far for Taven James that time. Hawks bringing it in. It's River Freeman. Collision there just outside the blue line, and the Hawks sending it into the Warrior zone now. Off the wall, sent up to center ice now. It'll be carried into the zone now. Onside, shot in. That one's going to be deflected over into the corner. Hermantown breaking it out, bringing it back the other way is Charlie Marchand. Marchand drop pass, nobody there. Back into the neutral ice area. The Warriors able to swat it back into the neutral ice area. Tipped up ahead here, Drayden Johnson trying to get it over to Rogers. Now the Hawks back the other way. Jackson Erickson now. Erickson now brought across here by Hermantown, trying to center it. Broken up by the Warrior defense out in front of Finn Hansen that time. A nice job there. Foot race for it now as it goes down the length of the ice. And we'll get a stoppage of play here with 12:34 here and left to go here in the opening period.
Well, fast-paced game and opportunities at both ends. Charlie Marchand had the puck in between the slot and the top of the circle. Tried to get fancy with a backdoor pass. Maybe that's a good shot, good opportunity to take a shot there and start to test Finn Hansen.
Off the draw, it's going to be center on here along the near side here for Warroad up to neutral ice. Knocked down now. Henham trying to play it ahead. Now over here to Lee. It's Ryan Lee now getting it up ahead here to Rogers. He'll backhand it into the zone. The Warriors will give chase. Getting there first here for Hermantown is Henry Peterson. He sends it on the far side now toward the middle. It's going to be skated up and out here. Cam Lefosky over in the near corner. Hawks with it here in the Warroad end. Still tied up over here in the corner. Sent out front now, gathered up here by Warroad. They skated up and out. Here's Drayden Johnson with it now. Johnson at center ice, playing it into the Hawks zone. Marteluk with it here now for Hermantown. 11:45 left to go here, being period number 1 here in a scoreless hockey game. Warroad and Hermantown here at the Gardens Arena. Dumped in now by the Hawks, getting a change. They send it into the near side here. Now the Warriors trying to clear it out, and they do so. Up ahead, Rogers. He'll send it in. Warriors making a change now. It's going to be Bento Humanik and Wesley Schreiner out there now. Schreiner coming out of there with it now. Skated in here by Bodie Medill. Medill shot in, saved there by Hansen. Gathered up here by the Hawks centering feed. That one broken up there by big Broden Huntfett. He'll come back. The big defenseman out there sending it in on net. Steered out of there by Francisco here for Hermantown. 11:05 left to go here in the opening period. Skated up and down Charlie Marchand at the center ice area. Tries to get a return. Tries to receive a return pass. That one went a little too far. And taken up here now by Warroad as they send it out to center. Tipped there by Peterson for the Hawks. Now it's going to be dumped in here by Warroad. Backhanded down low as the Warriors give chase. Now it's Wesley Schreiner. Schreiner's sending it over here, the near side. Now the Hawks coming back the other way. Bringing it across here is Lenzik. Gathered up here now by David James. James is going to be kept into the zone there by Brantford Skidda. Play over here in the near corner. 10:23 left to go here in the opening period. An icing call in the faceoff coming up here as we're scoreless here with about 7 minutes gone here in the opening period here in a scoreless game here. It's Warroad and Hermantown and boys hockey.
Last rush up the ice, the Hawks had Warrior defenseman got caught pitching. Great job by number 11, Taylor Heeman, to get back, and he was skating backwards playing defense and took his man not long. The Hawks an opportunity on that rebound.
Top of the circle, shot for the Hawks, saved by Hansen, another save on the rebound that time, a scramble for it out front, and it's finally going to be covered up there. Is Finn Hansen, the starting goaltender for Warroad here this afternoon. Sophomore netminder is 1.83 goals against average. So both goalies with goals against averages right around 2, just above and or below for Jay Hardwick. Off the draw, goes in on Hansen. It's going to center around the board here now by Warroad. Back out to neutralize. The Warriors trying to play it up. Tipped up ahead there, Taven James. So he gets it into the Hawks zone. 7 minutes gone here in the opening period. Sent back into the Warroad, and it's going to be a offensive zone faceoff here for Hermantown. 9:57 left to go here in the period. And a faceoff coming off to the right. Brace Francisco, junior goaltender for Hermantown. Top unit out for Warroad, James Hendrickson and Shagaby. Back at the blue line there, Sam Hard and Mason Reed. A shot in, a save there for Francisco. Each team down with 3 shots here in the period. Face-off again here in the near face-off circle. It's James for the Warriors. Still tied up over there now as he battles over there with River Freeman. Taken up here now by Hermantown. Skated up and out here now by the Hawks. It's Brantford Skidda. Skidda still with the puck. Set back behind the net. Play over here in the near corner now. 9:39 left to go here in the period. Sent toward the middle. Deflected out of there. Now it's going to be set up. There's Casey Hendrickson now. Hendrickson bringing it across. Sending it in on net. Glove save made by Francisco. He'll hang on. 9:30 left to go here in the opening period. Again, 4 shots each for each team. Each team with 4 shots on goal. Warriors with 4. The Hawks with 4.
Sometimes number 8 here, Wyatt Hendon, likes to go towards the net with his puck.
Taking a draw here in the near faceoff circle. Pushes it forward now as it carries back behind the net to Francisco. Lead pass up ahead here to Cam Lakowski. As he sends it into the Warroad end, off to the left, Finn Hansen. Now drifting back behind the net. Taking up here, and the Warriors able to get it. Here's Drayton Johnson with it now. Johnson with a burst of speed, goes off to his left. Circles around top of the circle here on the near side. Set up to neutralize now and dump right back in here by Warroad. Hermantown with it in their own end now. Pass up ahead to Lakowski. That one got knocked down. Henham in on the play now, trying to push it ahead. Now it'll be fired into the zone there by Drayton Johnson. Slowed down there by Francisco. Back behind his own net. Coming up at the halfway point here, period number 1 here, and a scoreless game between Warroad and Hermantown. Cross-ice pass over here now to Kyler Berg. Berg carrying it across. Berg taking off the play. Now the Warriors coming back the other way with it now. Yeah, it's center. It's going to be banked off the far wall into the Hawks zone. Yeah, and face-off coming back down the other way. Sent in there by Drayton Johnson here for the Warriors.
The Warriors went down the ice. They looked like they had a possibility for a 3-on-2. Caden Mannion for the Hawks able to step up and take out Drayton Johnson just inside the blue line and taking away that opportunity of an odd man rush for the Warriors.
Face-off deflected over here in the far corner. Play in the Warrior zone now. Hawks with it in the offensive zone now. Is big Broden Huntfent with it now. He skates it back behind his own net now, out in front of his net. Huntfent up to center. Huntfent cross the blue line. Huntfent skating it through, and he goes almost coast to coast here and crashes into the net, and the net comes off the magnets here. Huntfent was on a mission. He was going to take that thing all the way down by himself. There was nothing going to stop the big guy.
Yeah, he had a vision. He wanted to get that puck to the net. You know, sometimes you don't see defensemen move as well as he does, and also with that set of hands that he has, it's just a great asset for the Warriors on the blue line and also during the power play.
Honfet now the shot in. The stick save made there by Francisco as it caroms over into the far corner. The Hawks with it now. 7:45 left to go here in the opening period here in a scoreless hockey game. It's carried across here by Henry Peterson for Hermantown. Sent back behind the net, deflected back here along the near wall. So it's kept in here in the Warrior zone now, back behind the net of Hansen's going to be taken up here by Broden Huntfeld. Swatted back down into the zone there by Bodie Medill here for Hermantown. Over here into the corner, centering feed out front, shot in. That one deflected there. Hansen back into the net. Another centering feed. That one's going to go all the way down the length of the ice, back into the Hermantown end here. 7:13 left.
River Freeman with a one-timer opportunity in the slot. Finn Hansen showing up big for the Warriors to keep the Hawks off the board here in the first period.
Gathered up here now by Hermantown. Up ahead, it's going to be sent ahead here to Lenzik as he sends it into the Warroad end now. He'll chase after it now as the Hawks gain the Warriors zone. 6:54 left to go here in period number one. And a whistle stop of play here. 6:50 left to go here in the opening period, and I think we got our first power play opportunity, and it'll go to the Hermantown Hawks.
Cole Christie with a nice move around at number 15. Taven James was motoring past him. James got caught, had to use his stick, took him down. We'll sit 2 minutes for tripping as the Warriors find themselves on the penalty kill.
So the Hawks with the first special teams opportunity here in the hockey game. 6:46 left to go here in the opening period. Set up ahead now. The Warriors chase after it in the Hawks zone. Now the Hawks back the other way and sent down ice here by Warroad. Now it's right there out in front. It's going to be skated back in here by Hermantown. Centering feed in front, they score. Hermantown with the goal. They lead 1-0.
Trevor Skidda there with the goal on the power play. A nice transition to come into the Warrior zone with speed. He got into place where you need to be to score goals, and the puck found his stick, and he didn't waste that opportunity as the Hawks strike first.
So Hermantown gets on the board first, and they lead 1-0. So Hermantown taking the early lead here at the Gardens. We'll get the scoring here from Chris Jones, the official score. So power play goal for Hermantown at 10:18, and the Hawks with a 1-0 lead here over Warroad. Warroad back after it now as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here at the Gardens Arena. So the Hawks with the power play conversion there. They get it on the power play and they convert. Now sending it in and tipped over here in the near corner here. 5:45 left to go here in the opening period here. A 1-0 Hermantown lead. Sent here on the near side now. Warriors trying to get something going here as they dump it back behind the net. Gathered up here by the Hawks. Sending it up the other way is Hermantown. Out in front, swatted out of harm's way here by Warroad. And it's skated up here is Rogers now. Rogers back the other way, trying to center it. Puck loose out in front, still loose. Gathered up here by Hermantown. Play still in the Hermantown end. It was deflected there by a Warriors skater out front. Now Rogers after it once again, trying to get a shot away. Got tied up over there. And a penalty coming up here on Hermantown. So Warroad will get a chance on the power play now. It's they will go on a 5-on-4 skater advantage.
Jackson Erickson step up to try to put a body on number 4. Rogers ends up hitting Henham, who didn't have the puck. That'll be an easy interference call for the referees to make as the Warriors try to get one back here on the power play.
Face off here in the near face off circle. Set up here along the near side. Got a 1-0 Hermantown lead. Warroad on the power play here. Broden Huntfent Shot in, stick save made there by Francisco here for Hermantown. 4:45 left to go here in period number 1. Centering feed out front, 1-2-3 tic-tac-toe passing that time, and it didn't quite connect. The last part of it anyway. Skated up and out here now by Henry Peterson here for Hermantown. Still fire it into the Warrior zone.
And Charlie Marchand was able to get a stick on that one. Otherwise, on the back door, you had number 2, Wesley Schreider on the power play, who normally doesn't miss any opportunities when the puck finds his stick. Nice job there by the defenseman from Hermantown.
4:31 left to go here in the period. Minute 27 left to go in the minor penalty to Hermantown's Jackson Erickson. Hawks with a 1-0 lead here over Warroad. Skated up now here. It's Ryan Shogamy trying to get it around the defense. Now he flips one over toward the net. That was deflected by a defender out in front of Francisco. Broden Hodfett now on the near side. Shot in. That one hit off the post. Cleared up and out here now by Hermantown. Hodfett back after it here now for Warroad. 4:08 left to go here in the opening period. 1:02 left to go here in the Warrior 5-on-4 skater advantage. It's Broden Hodfett. Hodfett here in the near corner now, skating it back behind the net. Cycled back down over into the corner now. Hodfett gets it up top here between the circles. Take it up. Sent toward the middle to Sam Hard. Puck loose side of the net. Warriors still with it here. 37 seconds left to go here in the 5-on-4 skater advantage. They're looking to get it back up to Hodfett, and he does. He gets it. Hodfett. Rid of Taven James. Back to Broden Hodfett. Over here, far corner, it's Ryan Shogamy now. Shogamy got turned around that time. Here's Henry Peterson with it. He'll fire it down the length of the ice. That'll lead up some more time on the penalty to Jackson Erickson. 3:15 left to go here in the opening period here, and a 1-0 Hermantown lead here over Warroad. Grappentine now, he got taken off the play here. Bodie Medill back the other way here for Hermantown. Now the Warriors with it. Set on this here as Hermantown back at full strength, so the Hawks able to kill off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2:55 left to go here in the opening period. Puck knocked away. Here's Thomas Grappentine with it now. Grappentine backhanding it in to the Hermantown end. Play goes back behind the net of Francisco. Taken up now by Warroad. Play over here in the near corner. Now it's Broden Hodfett at the point here on the near side. Sends it all the way around the board now in the far corner. Taken up here by Rogers. Rogers with it now. A couple of Hermantown defenders on that. Rogers now. 2:25 left to go here in the period. Now Henham with it. Henham, he gets dumped into the board now. Taken up here by the Hawks. Taken out of there by Charlie Marchand. And he'll send it into the Warrior end. That'll bring up an offensive zone faceoff here for the Warriors. So 2:15 left to go here first period. 1-0 Hermantown. Hawks with 7 shots on net here in the opening period. The Warriors with 6. And a faceoff coming up in the Hermantown zone off to the left of Bryce Francisco. On the draw here's Shogamy over there. Or check that, Chamernick make that. Chamernick taking the draw there. It's going to be tipped up into the neutral ice area there by Alexander Nicklin. And sent into the Warroad end here now by Hermantown. Sent back the other way here by the Warriors. And it's Francisco out of his net. Leaving it there for Kyler Berg. Berg skating it up ahead here now for Hermantown. Crossing the line. Drop pass. It's overskated. And sent back toward the middle. Here comes Warroad back the other way. It's Humanick with it now. Humanick trying to fight through. Trying to get past Swenson there. And the whistle stop of play with 1:39 left to go here in the period.
Humanick was moving his feet there, trying to get past number 4, Bo Christie. If Bo Christie got a stick in there, it'll sit 2 minutes for hooking as the Warriors find themselves on the power play here at the end of the first period.
Trying to convert. They were 5 for 6 against Crookston the other night. So they're on the power play here for the balance of the first period, save a goal by the Warriors on the power play. Off the draw, sent over here in the near corner. Up top here for Hodfett. Hodfett over here at the far side now. It's going to be Taven James with it. James at the point. Sent back up here. Hodfett, the one-timer. That one's going to be deflected just wide. Deflected out of there by the Hermantown netminder. Bryce Francisco. Again, 1:23 left to go here in the period. A minute 45 left to go in the minor penalty to Hermantown's Bo Christie. Off the face-off. Set back up, sliding it over there. Now it's going to be the Warriors' Broden Hunfett. Now dumped on the ice here by Hermantown. Finn Hansen. He'll leave it for his teammate, Broden Hunfett now. He's got it back behind his own net. Coming up on a final minute of play here in the opening period. It's Broden Hunfett now. Hunfett bringing it across outside the circle here on the near side. Now back behind the net. Hunfett still with the puck. Back up top, sending it toward the net. Puck loose side of the net. Now it's Wesley Schreiner trying to get it and jam it home, but couldn't do so.
Number 9, Sam Hart, also planning himself for a screen against Bryce Francisco. It looked like as he was trying to get that one, he got shoved from behind and knocked the goalie back into the net. Night comes off. An exciting play here in the last minute of the first period.
Warriors trying to capitalize here. Final 51 seconds. Face off here on the far face off circle off to the left down. Francisco on his glove side. Quick taken there now. Warroad with it. Outside the circle. Taven James with it now. James. Sending it up top here now. Broden Hunfett. Looking. Gives it off to Taven James. He has it toward the middle. Shot in. That one saved there by Francisco. He'll hang on to it. With a face off here with 36.2 seconds left.
Taven James is doing a nice job on both offensive zone faceoffs here in the power play. Let's see if he's going to make it 3 for 3.
James to take the draw, wins it. Gets it back to Hunfett, fires it in, shot knocked down. Karam's all the way back to James now. 29 seconds left. James crisscrossing there with Broden Hunfett. The centering feed, tried to get it over to Wesley Schreiner, didn't quite connect on that one. Play still in the Hermantown end. Warriors trying to capitalize on the 5-on-4 skater advantage. Up top, Hunfett scores! Broden Hunfett with a goal, and it's 1-1.
Well, nice play by Shoggy to move that puck towards the net. You saw all the Hawks defenders come down below the slot area, slides it up to Hunfett coming down and using all that space with it. His blistering shot to beat netminder Bryce Francisco as the Warriors get the equalizer here with 12 seconds to go.
Power play goal for Broden Hunfett. For Broden Hunfett, that is goal number 7 on the season, and he got every bit of that puck and then some as he fired it past Bryce Francisco. Time of the goal is going to come at 16:48. But Broden Hunfett with the power play goal. Final seconds here. And the clock runs out. That's going to do it for 17 minutes with your score. The Warroad Warriors 1, the Hermantown Hawks 1. We're back after this break on KQ92 and your live event.
Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Welcome back on our intermission of this afternoon. This afternoon's game 2 of our doubleheader. on KQ92 and your live event. It's everything we thought it was going to be between Warroad and Hermantown. A fast-paced, exciting first period, first 17 minutes. And each team getting a goal in that period, and each goal scored on the power play. Hermantown got on the board first. Power play goal scored by Brentford Skiddup with the assist going to Cooper Kultbrenner. And the Warriors evening things up with 12 seconds left in that first period. Hermantown taking a late penalty in that first period. Broden Huntvent with the goal, Taven James and Ryan Shoggaby with the assist. And we are tied at 1 apiece. Shots in that first period, 10 for Warroad, 7 for Hermantown. So about what we thought we were going to get here with two of the top teams in Class A boys hockey. And, 1-1, it's about as even as you're going to get.
Yeah, either side isn't going to sit around and wait for somebody else to do something big for their team. From the opening face-off, you saw both defensemen, Broden Hontvent and Sam Hart, finishing their checks, setting the tone for this afternoon's game, saying, we're on home ice, and you guys are going to have to work and earn every inch of ice here in the Gardens. And that didn't come around for the Hawks until they found themselves with a skating advantage.
And that is where, and we're going to keep an eye out on this one too, because that's where each team has found the back of the net. They have not scored 5-on-5. It's been on the special teams. It's been power play goals that have been scored here in the opening period. When Hermantown, they scored at 10:18, and Warroad scored about 6.5 minutes later, just before the period came to an end. So something that, whenever that arm goes up, someone's going to have a 5-on-4 skater advantage.
Yeah, and to have these caliber type of teams knowing how to execute the power plays, they'll continue to create opportunities. But also 5-on-5, both Finn Hansen came up big for the Warriors at different times, as did Bryce Francisco, squaring up to the puck and fighting through different screens the Warriors were able to throw in front of them.
Again, the Warriors and the Hawks tied at 1 apiece. It's against game 2 of our doubleheader. Again, the Warrior girls defeated Fergus Falls earlier this afternoon by a score of 5-1 as they win game number 13 on the regular season. Again, the Warriors, they take on Thief River Falls, Brainerd, and River Lakes next week. They'll take on Thief River Falls Tuesday, Brainerd on Friday, and again, they'll take on River Lakes 1 week from today. As a matter of fact, that'll be part of a doubleheader. The Warrior girls will take on River Lakes. The boys will play West Fargo Cheyenne. That'll be at 3:15 next week as part of a doubleheader. 1-1 your score here. We'll take another break. We're back with the second period of this afternoon's game right after this.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
All right, welcome back here as both teams back out onto the ice here for the start of period number 2 in a 1-1 hockey game, Warroad and Hermantown. Again, each team scoring in that first period, each team scoring on the power play in that first period. Hermantown getting their goal from number 18, Bradford Skiddup, and the Warriors their goal from Broden Huntfin. Again, that with about 12 seconds left in the second period, is able to get the puck past Hermantown netminder Bryce Francisco.
I don't know if that was a premonition from you before we were talking off air, and you're thinking that number 21 is going to have a good game and find the back of the net, and then on the power play, sure enough, there it was. I think that's back-to-back games with calls from us.
That's right. Maybe we should start doing that. Do that all the time. It's been we're 1 for 1 as far as the Warriors winning when we do that.
Well, let's make it 2 for 2. We're going to have some help from the boys out there in those beautiful Truth and Reconciliation jerseys that have that orange trim to go along with the Warrior crest on front. A great job by the Indian Education Department being able to put this event on together and to put together those jerseys to represent the proud heritage that we have here in Warroad, Minnesota.
So Finn Hansen setting up in goal off to our left, and Bryce Francisco doing the same off to our right, as they will work from right to left here in the second period. The Warriors working from left to right. And we set it up here at center ice. It will be River Freeman and Taven James on the draw as the second period underway. Set up ahead here now to Cole Ledzik. And he's sent into the Warroad end here. It's underway here in period number 2 here in a 1-1 game. Set up here along the near wall. Sent back behind the net now, trying to dig it out of there is Bradford Skiddy. He's got the lone goal for Hermantown in the hockey game. Freeman trying to dig it free. Now it's taken up there by Cole Lenzik. Freeman with it now. Lenzik over here in the corner. He gets bumped into the board there. Penalty coming up. Penalty call behind the play here.
Number 13, Cole Lenzik will be sitting 2 minutes. I'm not sure there'll be a boarding or a roughing. He had Taven James there, number 15, and trying to escape and turn, and he ran through the numbers. We'll see what the referees come up with as they're talking at center ice. Call will be a cross check.
So Lenzik goes off 2 minutes for cross-checking. So Warroad on the power play. 5-on-4 skater advantage to start the second period. They scored at the end of the first period. on the power play now at the first power play opportunity here in the second period. Sent back behind the net now. Back up top here is Thomas Grappentine sending it down low. Play here in the near corner. Gathered in now. Hawks trying to send it around the board. They do. Warriors able to get after it now. It's going to be Mason Reed. He'll send it up here. Drayden Johnson now. Johnson getting the pass outside the circle. Sits it back up here now to Mason Reed. Reed back to Johnson. Johnson firing it in. That one knocked down by traffic out in front. Skated up and out now by River Freeman here for Hermantown. Knocked down here by Warroad here in the Hermantown end. Freeman still with it here. River Freeman back inside of his own blue line. Sent down the length of the ice here. Finn Hansen will leave it here for a teammate. Where you set it up quickly here to center ice. It's Taven James now. James on this side here for Thomas Grappentine. 55 seconds left to go here in the 5-on-4 skater advantage here for Warroad. Just underway here in the second period. Puck rolling into the Hermantown end. Wesley Schreiner giving chase now. It's going to be deflected into the Warroad end here now by the Hawks. Off the back wall, taken up here by Warroad. Skated up and out now. Here's Broden Huntfent. Huntfent up ahead now. It's fired into the near corner. Warriors give chase here on the power play there on the 5-on-4 skater advantage here for the next 28. Sent out of the zone now. Huntfent with it now, back in his own end. Back behind his own net now. Sends it on this side here. It's Taven James. James long cross-ice pass over here to Shagaby, and he sends it in now. Warriors give chase. Schreiner now over here in the corner. It's Wesley Schreiner over there now. Shagaby in on the play. The Hawks are back at full strength here, so they kill off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here at the Gardens Arena. 14-14 left to go here, second period. Pass up ahead down, knocked down, carried in here, McLean Martelock. Oh, it's carried in here by Hermantown centering feed. That one knocked down here by the Hawks as it goes in toward the net. It's going to be sticked over into the corner. 13:55 left to go here in the period. Play here in the near corner now. Sent back up here. Broden Huntfent shot in. That one knocked down. Saved there by Francisco. And we'll get a face-off here. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes gone here in the second period here in a 1-1 game.
Hawks really bring their forwards down and deep into the zone while they're on the defensive side of things, giving the Warrior defense opportunities to send pucks at the net as Broden Huntfent had another look here in the second period.
Gathered up here now by the Hawks. Sent up here along the near side out to center ice. It's Nicklin who will send it in. Coming out of there with it once again on the defense that time is Bento knocking it away there. Bento in there once again. Now it's going to be sent in here now by Hermantown. Deflects off the net. Karams over into the near corner. 13:24 left to go here in the period. Sent back behind the net to Finn Hansen. Chasing after it here for the Hawks. Cam Lukovsky. Now the Warriors back the other way. It's Taylor Humanek over there. Humanek outside the circle here on the far side. Now over in the far corner. It's Chamernick over there now for Warroad. Now take it up here for Hermantown. It's Alexander Nicklin. Pass up ahead, knocked down here. Now the Hawks able to gain the Warrior zone. Now shot in. Pad save made Hansen. Big rebound. And it's going to be cleared back behind the net. Hansen with a big save here for Warroad on the rush up ice here by Hermantown. 12:45 left to go here in the period. Here comes Drayden Johnson toward the middle. Johnson getting through. He got turned around. Now it's going to be Hermantown back the other way. Pass up ahead. Knocked down here by Rogers. Richard Rogers now outside the blue line. Rogers sending it in here for Warroad. Now we're going to get a stoppage of play here. 12:31 left. Big time save by Finn Hansen. Keeps us a 1-1 hockey game.
McLean Martelock came down there on a 2-on-1. Number 14, Thomas Grappentine, was all alone. He took the pass away. Nice shot there, nice and low. The rebound came out, but Grappentine was able to get it back to his feet and tie up this stick of the other Hawks offensive player. No rebound chance for them.
Sam Hard now chasing after it back behind the net. Francisco now play over into the near corner. 12:19 left to go here in period 2. Rogers sending it in here now for Warroad. Sent over in the near side once again. Now the Warriors keeping it in the Hawk zone. Sent up here along the far wall, gathered up here now by Sam Hart. Had it momentarily. Tips it in, keeping it in now. As chasing after it here is going to be Rogers. Johnson coming after it over here in the near side. Hawks able to get it out. Gathered in here now by Rogers for Warroad as he brings it in. Rogers trying to skate it past Gabriel Swenson here for Hermantown. Sent toward the net. That one deflected over into the corner. Kept in by Warroad. James with a centering feed. That one didn't quite connect. And Johnson trying to get a shot away. Couldn't do so. Set up ahead here now by Wesley Schreiner. 11:30 left to go here in period number 2 here in a 1-1 game. Sent up to center. It's River Freeman. Freeman's got a teammate with him. Freeman shot in. Glove save made by Hansen. And a faceoff on the way.
Nice rush up there by the Hawks that time, looking for the Warriors to get caught, and it changed a little bit, driving to the net, not having a whole lot to do as Finn Hansen stayed tall towards the top half of his crease and able to glove that one.
Face-off here in the far face-off circle. Off to the left of Hansen. Shot from the point. That one knocked down Hansen. Kind of hopped up into the air to knock that one down. Play at the neutral ice area. It's Freeman over there. River Freeman for Hermantown. Tipped over here in the near corner. Now the Warriors getting it back out to center. It's Taven James. James now out in front of his own bench. And sends it into the Hermantown end. 10:55 left to go here in the second period here in a 1-1 game. And each team scoring on the power play in the first period. That's the goal scoring that we've had in the game here thus far. Back behind the net of Hermantown netminder Bryce Francisco. Set over here in the far corner now. Dump back behind the net of Francisco here. The Hawks with it now. Pass up ahead. Here's River Freeman. Freeman carries it across. Drops it here on the near side here for Lenzik. Puck knocked away. High is knocked down now. Is trying to get a shot away that time. It's Bo Christie. Sends it wide of the net. Now it's sent back out to center. Here comes Ryan Shagaby back the other way. Shagaby outside the circle trying to center it in. Now he's just sends it in on net. Cleared out of there by Francisco. Now it's going to be Ethan Asta back the other way. Now the Warriors bringing it back in. Sending it up ahead too far that time for Bento. I think Grayson Bento up there. And was covered up there by Francisco. 10 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Face off to the right of Francisco. Warriors with it now, dubbing it down low there. Thomas Grappentine now back behind the net. Now skated back on the opposite side. Grappentine trying to keep it in the zone here. Moves back here toward the point. Still tied up over there now, trying to dig it free there. I think it's Shagaby over there. Back behind the net. Taking up here, Warroad centering feed out front. That one knocked down. Karam's over here in the near side. Now the Hawks trying to get it out of there. Sent in on net. Francisco with the save. And we'll get a stoppage of play here with 9:31 left.
Nice offensive zone pressure there by Humanik, Chamernick, and Bento, keeping the puck down low, crashing that out with the pucks there, using the defenseman. And we'll see if the Warriors can build off of that here in the second period.
Face off to the right, Francisco. Step down low here now by Sam Hart for Warroad. Rogers battling over into the corner. He gets tied up over there by Caden Mannion here for Hermantown. Getting it out of the play here for the Hawks is Charlie Marchand. Marchand coming out of there with it now. Skates it up to center. Marchand onside. Marchand looked at that could have been offside just a little bit. But play continues as we keep it back going the other way here for the Warriors. Brought across here now by Warroad. Play over here in the near corner is taken up there by Hannum. 8:50 left to go here in period number 2 here in a 1-1 game. Play up here along the near side. It's going to be Mason Reed. He'll dump it over into the far corner now. It's Rogers battling over there. Rogers going down to the ice and now coming out of there with it here for Hermantown as he flips it up into the Warroad end now. Mason Reed here for Warroad. Pass up ahead here. Got tied up. Reed with it down. Now the Hawks coming back the other way with it. Coming in here is Skidda. Centering it out in front. That one's going to be sticked out of there here by Finn Hansen. So the Warriors knock that one down. Coming back the other way, Taven James. James trying to get the pass back. That shot in, and it's deflected out of there by Francisco. 8:08 left to go here in the period. Got it up here now. It's tipped ahead. Here's Gabriel Swenson. Swenson with it has his pocket picked. And a whistle stop a play. I think Warroad is going to get a penalty here. Must have been over on this side where I couldn't see in the corner, but
no, it was on the far side there. Number 15, Taven James lifted up the stick in order to steal out, and it wasn't like a big dramatic play or anything. It was just one of those quick up checks or whatever, and the referee's calling a hooking from the other side of the ice sheet. Unfortunate for the Warriors as they find themselves on a penalty kill as they were starting to find momentum here in the second period.
Penalty kill, back to work here for Warroad. The power play up here for Hermantown. Again, each team scored on the power play in the first period. That's the scoring that we've got in the hockey game here thus far. Skated up now by Henry Peterson. Brought across River Freeman. Shot in. Save made there for Hansen. That is save number 10 for Hansen. On the other side, 13 saves for Bryce Francisco for Hermantown. River Freeman taking the draw here for Hermantown here near face-off circle, and then a quick whistle right off the face-off.
River Freeman, they're getting kicked out of the face-off circle.
Face-off now won here by Hermantown, kept in here by Henry Peterson. Freeman now over on this side. Freeman got turned around now. Puck goes over into the near corner off to the right of Hansen. 7:28 left to go here in period 2 here in a 1-1 game. Gathered in here now by Alexander Nicklin. Shot in, Hansen with the save.
For defense, you've got 21 Broden Honfit and number 9 Sam Hard, two of the bigger players on the ice, not allowing any of the Hawks to get close there to defend Hansen here on the power play.
Off the face-off now. Puck knocked out and out of the zone here. Back after it here for Hermantown is Alexander Nicklin. Up ahead now it's Broden Honfent knocking that one away. Honfent, he gets tied up here along the far side. Now it's Ryan Shoggaby with it. He gets tied up over in the far side there by Nicklin here for Hermantown. 6:59 left to go here in period number 2. Hawks bringing it across. It's River Freeman. Freeman with it now at the point here on the right side. Freeman now skating it toward the middle. Freeman goes back over to the far side now. He gets it over there for Nicklin. Freeman with it now. Sends it on the near side here for Henry Peterson. Back up to Freeman. Shot in. That goes wide of the net. Karam's back out. Look loose side of the net. Still loose. Covered up by Hansen. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. 6:32 left to go here in the period. 33 seconds left to go with the minor penalty to Warroad's Taven James. Here in a 1-1 hockey game here between the Warroad Warriors and the Hermantown Hawks.
James is going to be happy that he got called for that penalty. Expect him coming out of that penalty box as a firecracker. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a goal and creates an opportunity for the Warriors.
Off the draw, taken up here by Hermantown. Back over in the far side. Swenson with it now. Back down low. Now Swenson with it. Back out at outside the face-off circle here, far side. Finds himself with the puck once again. Set over here in the near side. Top of the circle now. It's going to be sent over into the corner here. Hermantown penalty or power play about to come to an end here. Sent up top here. Shot in. That one knocked down and a goal. Deflected in, and the Hawks get a goal right at the tail end of the power play. And they take a 2-1 lead here on Warroad.
Good things happen when you get the puck to the net. It was bouncing around. Finn Hansen able to make that first shot, but the Hawks were relentless there. They had bodies coming from every direction looking for the rebound, and it hit one of them. I don't think there was a kicking motion or anything there, but they're able to find success on the power play once again here as they take a 1-goal lead. 2-1 for the Hawks here in the second period.
So another power play goal here for Hermantown. We think it's a power play goal anyway. The officials saying that Number 16 for Hermantown back into the game here now. That's Bodie Medill. But no, check that back in here is going to be Alexander Nicklin. 2-1 Hermantown. So the Hawks finally break through here in the second period. Bo Christie with the power play goal. That gives the Hermantown Hawks a 1-0 lead here. Just over 5 minutes left here in the period. And 2-1 Hermantown, and see if the Warriors have an answer for the Hermantown power play goal. Play over here in the near corner now. Sent over on the far side here for Hermantown as the Warriors keeping it in the zone here. Sent toward the middle now. It's going to be it'll deflect all the way back out into the Warrior end. It's Ryan Lee back after it here now. Lee over into the corner. He gets tied up over there. Play over in the near corner. 5:05 left to go here in the period. Sent in on Hansen. Weak shot in on there. He just steers that over into the near corner. Back up top here now for Hermantown. Shot in. That one hit the outside of the net there. Sit over here on the far side. Now it's River Freeman with it here. Freeman gets tied up. Gathered up here now by the Warriors, banking it off the far wall here. And dumped back into the Hermantown end. 4:37 left to go here in period number 2. It's 2-1 Hermantown here against the Warroad Warriors here at the Gardens Arena. Gathered in now by Henry Peterson. Peterson skating it in, trying to stick handle around one defender. Now it goes in on net. Oh, and it's pushed just wide that time by Bodie Medill. Had an open net and just flipped the puck wide and had an opportunity there, but put the puck just wide of the net. We're still at 2-1 Hermantown here with just over 4 minutes left to go here, second period.
Finn Hansen realizing here there was no defender back to be covering him. He slides left to right to the top of the crease, trying to take away an angle, and it looks like he did as that shot missed wide right.
Alexander Nicklin on the face-off here for Hermantown. It's going to send all the way back into their neutral zone. Kyler Berg with it now. It's going to be dumped back in here by the Hawks. Broden Honfett now is pass knocked away here by Hermantown defender out in the center ice area. That's Kyler Berg over there. Where he's trying to kick it ahead now. It's going to be carried back in here now by Hermantown's Bo Christie. He's got the power play goal here in the second period that's given the Hawks a 1-goal lead here. Broden Honfett over into the corner. Now it's going to be sent up and out here now by Warroad as they skate it back the other way. Tipped into the zone here now by Rogers. 3:39 left to go here in period number 2. Back behind the net of Francisco. Now it's going to be Hermantown back the way. Stolen there momentarily by Drayden Johnson now. Stops and lets a teammate get past now. Shot in. That one knocked away here. Now it's going to be Hermantown. Knocking it back the other way. It's McLean Martelock. Firing it in now. That one deflected here before it even got in on Hansen. Now it's Warroad coming back the other way. Off the wall now, it's going to be brought across. Sam Hard with the shot. That one goes just wide of Francisco here on the near side. Play back behind the net here. 3 minutes left to go here. Second period. Hermantown 2 and Warroad 1. And a face-off coming up here with 2:54 left here in the period.
This period, much like a period number 1, the Hawks being able to find success on the power play, and the Warriors were able to get the equalizer towards the end of the period. Well, we got 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Let's see if the Warriors can find a little magic late.
Face off here now. It's going to be taken up here by Henry Peterson. Passed into the zone now. It's Cole Lenzik. Lenzik here now for Hermantown. Outside the circle here in the far side now. Hawks with it in the Warrior zone. Now skated back the other way by Bradford Skidda. He had the goal in the first period here for Hermantown. Tipped up out of harm's way here by Warroad. Dumped back in by the Hawks. Now it's gathered in here. Taven James. James up ahead. Pass a little bit too far. Taken up here by Gabriel Swenson. He sends it back the other way here for Hermantown. 2:20 left to go here in the second period. Hawks 2, Warroad 1. Taven James around one defender, around another, trying to get a shot away. And taken off the play here by the Hawks defender, back out in front of Francisco that time. 2:05 left to go here in the period. Hermantown with it now. Lead pass up ahead. Now it's carried across here by Skiddup. Over in the near side now, near corner. Gathered up here by Warroad here finally. And James trying to play it up here along the near side, trying to get it up and out of the zone. Knocked down here by Hermantown as they keep it in the offensive zone. Looking for a centering feed. Shot for the point that time. Knocked down, and it's going to be held there by Finn Hansen. Save number 13 for Hansen. 13 saves on the other end for Bryce Francisco. Hawks lead 2-1 here over the Warroad Warriors.
That puck came in to Finn Hansen. You had Jackson Erickson and River Freeman right there looking for a rebound. Very important for Finn to hang on to any puck that he can.
Face off here in the near face off circle. And a whistle step. Now the draw. They over here in the near corner. Now up here along the near side. On dump back behind the net of Hansen. Warriors trying to get it up and out of the zone here. Minute 25 left to go here in the second period here. A 2-1 Hermantown lead. Back behind the net of Francisco. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Charlie Marchand. Marchand skating it in. Leaving it off here, trying to get it back over here to Jackson Erickson. Erickson now trying to get it toward the middle. That one knocked away here by Warroad. Now the Warriors skating it back the other way. It's Rogers now. He's got Johnson with the drop pass here for Hunfen. Sends it back behind Johnson that time. 50 seconds left to go here in the second period here. It's a 2-1 Hermantown lead here over the Warroad Warriors. And face-off coming back down on the other end here.
Little things there. The Warriors had speed. They had numbers. A nice little 3-on-2 there. And that pass was just a little bit behind Graydon Johnson. It was streaking down the right side. He connects there. Maybe he's able to beat Francisco on the glove side or feeds it back to Rogers, who's on the far side.
Face-off here in the near face-off circle up to the left of Francisco. Sit back behind the net. Over here, far corner. Big hit over there in the far corner. Now centering feed out front. That one knocked down, knocked away here. 34 seconds left to go here in the second period. Set over here, far corner now, overskated there by Wesley Schreiner. Take it up here, it's River Freeman. Freeman up ahead to Henry Peterson. Peterson skating it across here for Hermantown. Shot in, saved there by Hansen. 15 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Again, it's Hermantown 2 and Warroad 1. Play over the near side now. Shot attempt, that one knocked down, tied up. Has Freeman with it now. Sending it back into the Warroad end. That's going to do it for 34 minutes with your score of the Hawks 2, the Warriors 1. We're back after this timeout.
United 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At LifeCare Medical Center, it's our honor and privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations, caring for our communities, caring close to home. LifeCare Medical Center.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer. Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Hey, welcome back here on the intermission reports here of this afternoon's game. It's the Warroad Warriors and the Hermantown Hawks. Hawks with a 2-1 lead, lone goal of that second period, a power play goal, and that's been the theme as far as goals scored in this game. As Bo Christie with the goal and the assist coming from Caden Mannion as just a scramble out in front of Hansen there. Bo Christie able to tap it past the Warroad netminder for a 2-1 Hermantown lead. That's where we sit after 2 periods of play.
This is really could be a state final caliber game. The Hermantown Hawks are here in Hockeytown, USA, facing the Warroad Warriors. Both goaltenders are having great games. It's been a game of bounces, of special teams, and even both teams making opportunities. Well, they're skating 5-on-5. The game's been physical. They've been moving around. Not a lot of stoppages with how fast this game has been paced.
Yeah, it's the Warriors and the Hawks again. Hawks with a 1-goal lead. Shots in that second period. Hermantown with 9 for a 2-period total of 16. Warroad with 4 and a 2-period total of 14. The Warriors outshot Hermantown 10-7 in the first period. The Hawks able to turn the tables in the second period. Again, they lead in the shots on goal department 16-14. Lead on the scoreboard by a 2-1 count. As again, these two teams, two of the best in Class A Minnesota boys hockey. And as Kyle mentioned, wouldn't be surprised at all if we happen to see both of these teams down in St. Paul coming up in March. That's a long ways off, but you got to believe with the tradition and history of both programs, they do well in their respective sections. Of course, the Warriors in 8A and the Hawks in Section 7A. It's like they've got a stranglehold on that section. I think it's been Hermantown just about every year.
Yeah, they play well. They're well coached. They have numbers over there when you get in the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and they come our way once a year. We go their way. Alternating years, looking for that stiff competition, and the Warriors have some on the schedule too. We were talking about the number 2 seed in the state, the Hawks, against the Warriors, the number 5 seed. I believe the East Grand Forks Green Wave are number 8, and the Warriors will be having them this week as well.
That's right. That'll be at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. That's going to be a rescheduled game from back in December of last year. So a snowstorm went through and canceled school on that day, and it was just travel just didn't work out for either school as far as that goes. So postponed it to Thursday next week, January 16th. That game will be on Lake Country KQ 92. We'll have that game. We will also have the high school basketball doubleheader on Thursday next week, and that will be on yourliveevent.com. Be yourliveevent.com events only. High school basketball doubleheader coming up on Thursday next week. Again, 2-1, Hawks with the lead here over the Warriors, and probably goes without saying, next goal's huge in this game.
Absolutely. This big time game, you expect your good players, your team leaders to show up big. For the Hawks, you've got River Freeman and Brad Skida plugging away at it to look for them to maybe be a difference maker here in the third period. And also the unit of Hendon, Rogers, and Johnson look like they've been finding success down in the offensive zone with puck control, just not to be able to get high quality chances against Francisco. But the third period is yet to be played, so we'll see who comes out on top.
So you think the unsung hero, there might be an unsung hero that might be the hero, quote unquote, in this game, but your best players have to be your best players in a game like this.
Yeah,
they have to be the best players on the ice.
They do. Big moments call for big time efforts, big plays, and you just need to step into the light and the opportunity when it's shining down on you. I can't think of a better one here at the Gardens Arena on Truth and Reconciliation Day that we're having in Warroad, Minnesota, for somebody in the black and gold to show up big, get the equalizer, and see what they can build on after that.
Black and gold and orange today. So, of course, the Warriors wearing their Truth and Reconciliation jerseys, of course, designed by Shauna Grappentine of the Warroad Indian Education Department. Again, just between her and Danielle Smith and Izzy Marvin and Jay Hardwick and all of the folks that made this thing happen, they've gone above and beyond. I think with the native drum between games, with Les Sandy doing the puck drop at the beginning of the game, being escorted out to do the puck drop before the game that we're enjoying right now. And I could see this being a yearly event. I do. This is something that's going to be in the it's already kind of woven into the fabric of this area and the community of Warroad. But I think this is going to be an event that not only, and I'm going to say it right here, I think it's not only going to be an event that is going to be recognized as far as hockey goes, but I think it could trickle into basketball, football, and other sports as well.
Yeah, we've mentioned before just the proud, rich heritage that we have of different communities and backgrounds coming together here in Warroad, Minnesota. I think about the name itself, War to Road. It used to be on the mail that would come through the post office back in the day, and what we've able to establish here in many different ways of opportunities and finding peaceful ways to live together and finding opportunities to bridge these communities. And this afternoon, it's the great game of hockey.
Exactly. You're the Hermantown head coach, Kyle. What are you telling your guys here before the final 17 minutes, or what could be the final 17 minutes here of the hockey game?
The first two periods don't matter. You need to look at this game as a 0-0 game. They're playing hard. They're finishing their checks. You got to protect yourself, but you can't let up at all. You need to finish this game the way you started. You need to beat them to the puck, the loose pucks. You need to get pucks and bodies in on Finn Hansen. And if they're able to do that, I say the Hawks come out of here with a win.
Yeah, and if Warroad, if you're Warrior coach Jay Hardwick, are you pressing? I don't want to say the panic button because it's not a panic button, but are you telling the guys to play with an extra amount of urgency than they already are?
Poise. The word he's saying now there is poise.
Okay.
They stay aggressive, but you need to do it smart. You don't want to give up on opportunities. You don't want to put yourself as a disadvantage by taking a lazy penalty. You need to take short shifts. You need to stay fresh, and you need to be relentless. You need to cycle that puck. Puck control is going to create opportunities. I see the Warriors maybe making 2 to 3 passes back to back, and all of a sudden tying this game 2-2.
We're going to be back right after this timeout on KQ92 and your live events.
Broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, Rick, welcome back. We are just about ready for the third period of play, and we have had a dandy here between, again, as mentioned, between two of the top teams in Minnesota Class A boys hockey, the Warroad Warriors and the Hermantown Hawks. Hawks with a 2-1 lead. Each team scored on the power play in the first period. Hawks with a power play goal in the second period. And right now, both teams gathered around the Hawks gathering around head coach Patrick Andrews. And the Warriors, they're ready to go. They're not gathering around the goal. They're ready to go. I don't know if it's nervous energy or if they're just that focused. They're ready to go. They want to drop the puck. They want to get going here.
You talk about focus. You see that look of determination, them sizing up who's going to be lining up across them at this face-off. You're talking about hustle. Beat the opposing player to the loose pucks. Want to have the puck on your stick. Big games are for big moments, and there's none bigger than the 1-2 game here in the third period.
Face off now as Warroad works from right to left on your radio dial, and the Hawks from left to right. And here we go. We are underway with period number 3. Sent up ahead now and fired back the other way. As we are into the period, play side of the net now. It's going to be deflected out of there by Francisco. Gathered in here now by Hermantown, sending it up to the center ice area as they try and play it up ahead here. That's going to be Cole Lenzik. All the Warriors with it at the center ice area. Pass over here now to Broden Huntfent. Huntfent sending it in on Francisco. Glove save made. That is save number 15 for Bryce Francisco for the Hermantown Hawks. Johnson and Henham and that line out for Warroad. Johnson, Henham, and Rogers, I think, out there here for Warroad now.
Just like that, the Warriors almost pulling in the equalizer there early in the first period, that first shift. There's a screen in front of Francisco as Honfit let it go and almost found its way into the back of the net.
Here's Marchand now for Hermantown, trying to get it over here now to Bodie Medill as the Hawks able to gain the Warriors zone here. 1 minute into the third period here in a 2-1 hockey game. Hermantown with the lead here. We're into period number 3. Over in the near corner, centered back toward the middle. Now it's going to be sent back the other way. Here's Rogers with it now. Rogers carrying it in on the backhand, sending it up ahead now. Hermantown with it. Sending it back out to neutral ice. It's Huntvent with it now, sending it forward. Knocked down there by Medill here for Hermantown. Play right in front of the player bench area now as the Warriors trying to push it up ahead here. There's Grappentine over there here now for Warroad. Minute and a half into period number 3. It's sent into the Warroad end now. Pass up ahead. It's going to be carried across. Carried in here now by Henham. Trying to drop it back here. Knocked away there by Lakovsky here for the Hawks. Play over here in the far corner now. It's Henry Peterson with it now. The big defenseman now sending it up ahead now. It's going to be pushed into the zone here by McLean Martelock for Hermantown. Play over here in the near corner here. Again, just underway. 2 minutes into period number 3. Set up here along the board. It's going to be Bento with it now. It's going to be sent back in the near corner here. So Warriors trying to break it out of the zone. Puck deflects toward the middle now. Back into the Warrior end. Lee with it now. Ryan Lee over there for Warroad. Play in the corner now. They're going to set it back behind the net. Sent up on the far side. Touch pass in. Now it's going to be carried across. Carried across is Ryan Chamernick with it now. Trailing on the play as the Warriors trying to keep it in. Knocked out of the zone there by Hermantown's Henry Peterson. Peterson, and it's got a teammate with him. Tried to center it. Shot in. Saved made there by Hansen. Deflects it away. Back up top. Hawks trying to send it down. Warriors trying to clear. Fanned on. Kept in here by Hermantown. Kept in there by McLean Martelock. Play over here along the near side now. Sent back into the neutral zone. Hermantown sending it up ahead now. It's Swenson. It's going to be knocked into the Warrior zone here by Hermantown as they make a change here with 14:09 left to go here in period 3. 2-1 Hermantown with the lead here over Warroad. Sent over here now back behind the net down Finn Hansen. Now over here on the far side now. It's going to be gathered up here by Bradford Skidda. He's got one of the 2 Hermantown goals. He scored that back in the first period. Now Taven James. James up ahead now. It's going to be sent ahead here now. The Warriors with this, trying to get it back over to Taven. Heading on off. Now it's going to be River Freeman. It's deflected up ahead here, taken up here by James. Now it's Shagaby with it here. Shagaby now Hendrickson chasing after it. Casey Hendrickson over there. He goes down. Goes toward the middle. Taken up here by the Hawks as they skate it back the other way. Skate it back the other way here by Skid up here for Hermantown. Sent over here into the near corner. 13:20 left here in period 3. It's Casey Hendrickson. Now Shagaby with it now. Sanin, rebound. And it's going to be cleared out of there. Cleared out of harm's way here. It's Kyler Berg. Berg, now River Freeman. Back to Berg. Back behind his own net. As he tries to get it up here along the near side. Warriors trying to keep it in. Now it's Rogers with a burst of speed. Rogers in. And he goes wide of the net now. He carries it over here into the near corner. Rogers still with it now. Banks it off the near wall, trying to keep it in here. Now over the corner now, sent over here on the far side. Gathered up here by Hermantown. Jackson Erickson with it now, trying to clear. Has it once again. Right there for Warroad. It's Taven James. Now it's River Freeman with it here now for Hermantown. 12:30 left to go here in period number 3. 2-1 Hermantown here over Warroad. Gathered up here by the Hawks, up ahead at the blue line, sent in. Back the other way here. And now that one knocked down here by Hermantown as they send it back into the Warrior end. Take it up here, Thomas Grappentine. Puck knocked down, shot in. That one knocked away here. Caroms off, banked off the wall, now back out to neutral ice. And it's taken in there by Ethan Esta. Sent over here in the near corner, deflected over here in the near corner. Warriors trying to do a break out of there, break out of the zone here, trying to get it up ahead, and they do so. As it's sent into the zone, stopped there by Francisco. Give it chase here. Is Hannum with it, overskated the puck. He had an open net there as Francisco was out of the net. Play over here on the near side now. Set up ahead now. It's Bo Christie. Toward the middle now, shot in, save made there by Hansen. And we'll get a stoppage of play. 11:35 left to go here in the third. It's still 2-1 Hermantown here over the Warroad Warriors.
Well, so much has happened since the last break. Last time that the Hawks came in the zone, Warrior defenseman had blew a tire there and gave up a 3-on-1. Sam Hard reading that very well, and as Finn Hansen stood tall and turned away the first shot and kicked the rebound to the corner, allowing the Warrior defense to regroup there as they're playing well tonight.
Face off here in the near face off circle. Hermantown with it now, calling for it in the middle. There is Lukovsky. Warriors able to bank it off the wall now. Kept in here by the Hawks. Nicely trailing on the play for the Warriors and able to get it out to the neutral ice area. Sending it in now as the Warriors chase after it in the Hermantown end. Over here in the corner, it's Chagaby over there. Or Chagaby or Tamernick, one of the two. Up here along the near side now. The Hawks back the other way. Skated up here now by Alexander Nicklin. Nicklin drop pass. Knocked down. Now it's going to be kept in here. Bo Christie. Sent back behind the net of Finn Hansen now. Played up here along the near side. Now it's Humanick with it here for Warroad. Humanick now overskated there by Chamernick. And sent back into the Warroad end. Play here along the near side. Centering feed out front shots. And it's Hansen with it now. And Hansen got run into. Now it's going to be sent down the ice here now by the Warriors. And it's going to be an icing here. Face off here with 10:39 left to go here in period 3. And a face-off here in the Warroad end. It's going to be off to the, I think of the far face-off circle, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be in the Warroad end. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the Hawks. It'll be River Freeman to take the face-off here in the near face-off circle. Yeah, a quick whistle right off the draw.
David James getting kicked out of the face-off circle here in the defensive zone. Let's see what River Freeman does against that.
Off the draw, taking up here. Grappentine, I think it was over there in the near corner. Still tied up over in the corner now. 10:28 left to go here in the third period here. 2-1 Hermantown with the lead over here at the Warroad Warriors. Still tied up over here in the corner. Trying to dig it free here. Rogers over there. Coming free now. The Hawks had it momentarily. Now it's going to be Henry Peterson sending it down low toward the net. Now here in the near side once again. Going into the board there, Cole Lenzik. Now it's sent toward the net over by Hansen there. Warriors trying to come out of there with it, trying to get it out of the zone. Hermantown keeping it in. Now it's going to be sent back into the Hermantown end. 9:50 left to go here in period number 3. Again, 2-1 Hermantown. Difference for the Hawks in the game, a power play goal by Bo Christie at 11:03 of the second period, power play goal. Not the difference in the hockey game here thus far. Face off here in the Warroad end. Taking a draw this time is going to be Charlie Marchand. Now it's Rogers with it here for Warroad. Rogers back the other way. Rogers able to gain the zone. Now it's going to be, now it'll be sent back behind the net. Overskated that time, taken up here by Kyler Berg. Now it's going to be sent up ahead here to Hermantown. It's Bodie Medill. Medill overskates it. There's Broden Honfent with it now here for Warroad. Broden Honfent. Around one defender, around another, carries it in. And he goes down to the ice. Play over here near corner now, sending it over here in the far corner. Rogers catching up with it here now for Warroad. And it's going to be tied up here along the board here by Caden Mannion here for Hermantown. Hawks with it now. Skating it up and out here is Kyler Berg. Berg up ahead now. It's backhanded into the zone here by Charlie Marchand. Coming up on the halfway point here of period number 3. 8:55 left to go here in period 3. Here, 2-1 Hermantown lead. Sent into the zone here now as Francisco has to get back in as a Warrior came in. At that point, now it's going to be tipped up ahead. Goes off the skate that time of Chamernick. Trailing on a play and dumping it into the Hermantown end here is Drayden Johnson now. Bento back out there now. The Hawks coming back the other way with it here. Halfway through period number 3. 2-1 Hermantown with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors. Back the other way. Grappentine with it now. He's got a teammate with him. Grappentine shot in and a save there by Francisco. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. 18 shots apiece between the two teams. Hawks with the 2-1 lead. We played half of period number 3.
A 2-on-1 opportunity for the Warriors there as Grayson Bento was on the far side along with Thomas Grabentine. Grabentine looking for that shot with a possible rebound, but Francisco not giving that as they keep the Warriors at 1.
And a whistle stop of play here. Say skeet back over here into the near corner. 2-1, Hermantown with the lead in the hockey game, and the Hawks are going to go back on the, or is it coincidentals? I think it's coincidentals here. It's got 2 players, so both penalty boxes are open as Grapentine going in for Warroad and McLean Martelock going in here for the Hermantown Hawks. So we'll stay 5 aside. Again, every goal this game has been scored on the power play. Each team with a power play goal in the first period. The Hawks with the power play goal in the second period. That's where we stand right now, 2-1 Hermantown. Sent in now, deflected out of there by Francisco. Back up top now, it's Mason Reed with another shot. That one deflects away and out of play, and we're going to get a face-off back in the Hermantown end. 8:02 left to go here in the third. David James now centering it out in front. And not able to pull the trigger. The Warriors not able to pull the trigger out in front of Francisco that time. That was Casey Hendrickson over there. Hendrickson here along the far board. Gathered up here and swatted down low back behind the net once again. Hendrickson battling over there with big Henry Peterson. Some size advantage for Hermantown with that matchup over there. Set up ahead down the length of the ice. And as face-off coming back down in the Hermantown end. Yeah, there's a little bit of a size advantage when you got Henry Peterson and you got Casey Hendrickson. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a size advantage for the Hawks on that.
But for the hard work of Casey Hendrickson, he was tenacious there on the forecheck, finding where the puck was, staying low, using his edges. You know, it doesn't matter if you're super big or super small. If you know how to use those edges on your skate, you're tough to move.
Yeah, the Hennum gets tossed from the circle, so it's Rogers taking the draw here for Warroad. 7:29 left to go here, third period. Hawks 2, Warroad 1. Taken up here by Rogers. Up top now, Huntvent dumping it down low. Gathered up here by the Warriors. They have it in the Hermantown end here. It's Gabe Swenson now. Swenson over, now getting in on the play. Henry Peterson over there. With Sam Hart trying to dig it free as well. Drayden Johnson over there here for the Warriors. Huntvent trying to keep it into the zone. Now it's going to be played up and out here by Hermantown. That's broken up there by Rogers as he gets it back out to neutralize. Dumped back in here by the Warriors. Stopped there by Francisco. Back behind his own net. Sent back here on the near side. 6:45 left to go here in period number 3. Hawks 2, Warroad 1. Sent back behind. Now over in the near corner now. It's sent over in the far side now is Johnson trying to clear. Trailing on the play and getting it up to center ice there is Wesley Schreiner. Schreiner with it now, sending it into the Hermantown end. Back after it now for Hermantown. Kyler Berg with it. Berg up ahead to Erickson. Back to Berg as he sends it in here now for the Hawks. So they chase after it here with just over 6 minutes left to go here in the third period, leading 2-1. Warriors trying to break it out here. Play at center, long cross-ice pass. That connects. Here's Hendrickson with it now. He got tied up. That got broken up there by the Hermantown defense out in front of Francisco that time. Now coming out of there with it, Charlie Marchand. Marchand with it now. It's going to be deflected back the other way here by Warroad. Here's Henry Peterson with it now. Peterson on the backhand. Peterson leaving it here now for Swenson. Fires it in. That one deflects away and out of play. Yeah, and a stop to play here with 5:42 left. Shots now even at 19 apiece in the coincidental penalties.
Warriors need to find a way to sustain control of the puck down in the offensive zone. They're not to be able to string those passes together that creates a nice shooting lane or an opportunity in front of Francisco. Maybe look for the defenseman to start pinching a little bit more. They need to start taking some chances or some risks in order to crawl back into this one late in the third period.
Off the face-off here in the near face-off circle. It's going to be sent all the way around the board, back into neutralized area, back into the Hermantown end. It's going to be Henry Peterson back after it here now for the Hawks. Peterson still with it now. Back there is Johnson over there. We'll check that Chamernick. Now up ahead, there's River Freeman with it now. Freeman, that gets broken up. Now Taven James in on the plate. James with a burst of speed now. Taven James crossing. James back out to the point there. Kept in here by Warroad. Knocked down by Hermantown here at the center ice area. Warriors with it in their own end now. Warriors got to watch out. Now it's going to be skated up and out here now by Warroad. Dumped back in here now by Hermantown. 4:59 left to go here in the period. That's going to be a icing and a face-off coming up in the Hermantown end, an offensive zone face-off. In the Hermantown end, here in the near face-off circle, off to the right of Bryce Francisco on his stick side. Glove side will be in the inside, stick side on the outside. Sent over here in the near corner now, chasing after Kyler Berg over there now here for Hermantown. 4:50 left to go here, third period. Hawks 2, Warroad 1. Over here in the far corner, it's Caden Mannion sent up to center. There's Wesley Schreiner with it now. Schreiner had it knocked away. Up ahead here now by Warroad, back into the Hermantown end. Hawks back in their own end now. Kyler Berg now. Berg sending it up ahead now, long cross ice pass over here to Lakovsky. Back to Berg. That gets broken up as it's sent toward the net. Now sent over here in the near corner. Warroad trying to get it up ahead to center. They do so. And it's going to be sent in here now by the Warriors as they gain the Hermantown zone. 4:13 left to go. Warriors trying to get something going here. Now flipped up and out of the zone down the length of the ice. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in period 3. Again, Hermantown with an icing, so a face-off coming back down in the Hermantown end. So an offensive zone face-off.
Warriors here, looking within themselves. I need to find a little bit more than I've been giving. I don't know if I've been giving it my all, giving it my best. Even if that's the case, they need to find some more here to look for the advantage in the offensive zone.
Off the face-off now, it's going to be skated up and out here by Bodie Medill here for the Hermantown Hawks. Medill outside now, it's going to be sent out here. Mason Reed, almost a chance here for Drayton Johnson. That was broken up nicely there by Henry Peterson. Peterson with it now, Johnson with it. Now Peterson, now it's going to be Rogers had it momentarily. Rogers coming in now, a 3-on-1. Rogers trying to drop it back here to Henham. That got broken up there by Charlie Marchand here for Hermantown. Marchand carrying it across. Marchand looking for someone to center it to. Sends it here around the board now, back behind the net. 3:29 left to go here, third period. It's in there. It's Cole Lenzik. Play it side of the net now, sticked out of there by Hansen. Sent here along the near wall. Puck comes free here. Shot in, and a goal for Hermantown. It's a nice centering feed that time, and all alone, all he had to do was tap the puck past Hansen, and he did so. And the Hawks take a 3-1 lead here. Huge lead in this game where goals have come at a premium, and the Hawks lead by 2.
Nice job by the Hawks there, being able to sustain that pressure low in the zone, cycling in it. Warrior defenseman getting beat in front of the net there, and a nice tap-in goal for the Hawks as they extend their lead by 2.
So a 3-1 Hermantown lead. 3-1 Hermantown lead. B. River Freeman at center ice now. The Warriors, they had some work coming into the period, down by 1 in a close game, now down by 2 with just 3 minutes left to go. More work for the home team on the scoreboard. It's Eric Jackson Erickson with the goal here for the Hawks. Now it's River Freeman with it. Dumping it back behind the net now. Don't want to let your foot up off the gas if you're Hermantown. If you're Warroad, you got to get things moving here. 2:45 left to go here, third period. Hawks lead now 3-1. It was a couple years ago. It was a 3-run hockey game where Warroad came out on top. Hawks leading here is Taven James with it now. James back up top. Shot in, stick save made there by Francisco. His save number 18 for Bryce Francisco. Sent back behind the net. Here's Sam Hard with it now. Hard trying to play it up ahead. Took a hop off the board. Now James with it. He's got Hendrickson with him. Hendrickson had it. kind of mishandled the puck, dumped it back behind the net, play side of the net now. And that's going to be poked over into the corner here by the Hermantown defense. 2 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Centering feed now, shot in. That one knocked up and over the net of Francisco. Skated up and out here now by Hermantown as they dump it into the Warrior end. We'll keep an eye on the Warrior net here. Play over here in the near side. All the way up ahead in the center ice area. Now in the Hermantown end. Sent back into the Warroad end now. Give it chase. Here's Bo Christie. He's got one of the 3 Hermantown goals. That was back in the second period, losing an edge there. And a penalty coming up here on Hermantown with 1:26 left to go here in the final period.
See Coach Hardwick possibly looking at taking a timeout here, giving your first unit some rest, maybe even talking about coming up with an offensive zone face-off here and maybe pulling goalie Finn Hansen as they are down 2 goals, but they have, 90 seconds to go.
And a timeout called right on cue, as we'll be back right after this.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
All right, a power play here for Warroad as we have 1:26 left to go here in the third. Hermantown with a 3-1 lead. Jackson Erickson with the third goal for the Hawks here. Been the third period. They've scored in every period. Scored once in the first, once in the second, once here in the third. Warroad with their lone goal back in the first period. That was scored by Broden Hunfent on the power play.
Look for the Warriors to try to get a quick one here. They're not down 2, but they have the man advantage.
And the Warroad net is empty. So the Warriors pull for the extra attacker, skating 6-on-4 here, trying to get something going here. Can the Warrior net empty? Sliding it over here now, it's Wesley Schreiner back toward the middle. Taven James, that shot knocked away. And it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. It'll be an icing. We'll get a face-off, but they continue here. It's Broden Hunfent now. Final minute of play here, third period, 3-1 Hermantown. Sent over here in the near side. Still tied up now, sent down the length of the ice. That's going to eat up some more time on the penalty and the clock. We're at 40 seconds now. 40 seconds left to go here in period number 3. Pass up ahead now, Taven James. Brings it across, drops it back at the point now. James with it now, Broden Hunfent. Toward the middle, over to Taven James, trying to get it over to Wesley Schreiner. It gets knocked down as they send it down toward the net. Goal. There's your nail right there. As the Hawks put up goal number 4, they lead 4-1 with 21 seconds left to play. An empty net goal for Hermantown. And that's going to pretty much do it as far as that goes, as the Hawks now lead by 3, and folks already starting to head to the exits here.
What a great read by Momendale, catching that pass cross rink while they're being on the penalty kill. Skates forward. He saw it happening, knew what he was going to do with it once he got it, put his shot on net, and the Hawks are enjoying a nice 3-goal lead here as 20 seconds to play in this game.
That close from winning game number 9 on the season for Hermantown. As it's sent in here now by Warroad. Back at center now is Hansen back in net. Shot in. That one's going to be in as Bodie Medill with the empty net goal here for Hermantown. Final seconds ticking down, and we're just about done here. at the Gardens Arena. Hawks win 4-1. We'll be back with our post-game report right after this.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
Well, welcome back to the Gardens Arena, where your final here in high school boys hockey. It's Hermantown with the 4-1 win here over the Warroad Warriors. They win and they improved to 9-4-3 in the season. Warriors dropped to 10-4-1 on the regular season. The score might not look like it, but it was a great game between two great Class A boys hockey teams here. The fans got their money's worth, I think.
Yeah, best of the best in the state. Going head-to-head here. A great look to what the future holds for both teams, the Hermantown Hawks and the Warroad Warriors, as they need to regroup here, and they have another stiff competitor with the Green Wave later this week.
As the Hawks, they got goals in the third, and they got a goal in the third. It was 2-1 coming into the third. Then they got that goal number 3, and that really kind of put the Warriors on their heels. They were down by 2 And the Warriors had a late penalty or a late power play opportunity, but couldn't do anything with it. And the Hawks with a empty net goal at the end of the game to make the final margin 4-1. So the Hawks with the win.
It was really a back and forth game. You know, each period there's chances at both ends of the rink, and it was a 2-1 game all the way until late in the third period when they're able to get that other goal. Hats off to both netminders, both teams. You know, it was a nice gut check. They worked. They didn't give up. They did whatever they could to create opportunities, and not even a blown out tire could stop the Hawks on their determined roll into Warroad this afternoon.
That's right. Hopefully it's a safe ride back to Hermantown, as they had some issues with a tire on a bus on the way, but able to get here safely. Hope they get back safely on the long trip. That is going to do it for our coverage here of our Truth and Reconciliation doubleheader, high school hockey doubleheader, where the Warroad girls won the first game 5-1 over Fergus Falls, and Hermantown defeats Warroad 4-1 in the second game. And my thanks to Kyle Cron with all of his color commentary. Thanks to you for listening, and thanks to you for watching. Again, our next sports broadcast on your live event is going to be this coming Monday, when the Warroad girls basketball team plays host to Lake of the Woods. That, coincidentally, is also the next high school sports broadcast on Lake Country KQ92. So you can hear Warroad and Lake of the Woods in girls basketball on Monday, and you can view the event at yourliveevent.com. For Kyle Cron, I'm John Michael from the Gardens Arena. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you for listening to tonight's broadcast of high school sports on Lake Country KQ92. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Ask you please patronize the advertising sponsors that made it possible. For more game information and upcoming schedules, visit the website KQ92.com. We now return to regular programming on Lake Country KQ92.
You're listening to Lake Country KQ92. Lake Country KQ92 is 92.5.